So I'll be showing you another way of cutting a filler cap instead of cutting it pieces. So this is just a one cutting where you slant just one side and you sew the remaining. So from here you are going to cut a slant line of about 12 inch. Then you draw a straight line connecting the point of your 12 to the edges of your ashoke. Then you cut it this way. You cut it this way up till the end of it. Up to the end of it. So after cutting, you keep this at the side, and then you are going to bend it this way. You see how I bend it? This is how you're going to bend it this way. And so, but let's go to the machine and I'll show you properly on how to bend it. So on the machine, you're going to take this point, this very edge, and you put it this way, just as I'm doing it. You see it? Look at it properly. Then you turn it upside down like this. You turn it, connecting this point to this other point where you're going to start the sewing from. You start the sewing this way. Start the sewing this way. Then you keep on sewing. You keep on sewing it, adjusting it till you get to the ending part of your sewing. So at this point, I'm done sewing, and this is what you're going to have. You see it? So we'll go to the table and we cut it from there. So on the table, this is what we have. This is what you have. So from here, you're going to measure, that's the size of the head. You're going to measure the size of the head like this. Then you add your sewing allowance, either 2 inch, 1.5 or 1 inch, depending on how much you want your allowance to be. So from there you cut it off. So I've measured it and I've cut it off. So this, I'm going to use the other piece to get my up cover, the cover of the up of my cap, where I'm going to get the up cover of my cap from here. So that is that. So now you are going to separate it from the center. You're going to separate it from the center like so. You separate it neatly from the center this way, and after cutting it, this is what you're going to have. Then from here you continue the same process of how to make a filler cap. Thank you.